Good morning, you guys. I'm greeting you from Cape Town, and I've been asked quite a couple of times to make a little video regarding the lymph system. Now, there's a clinic in Mexico, the lymphology clinic, and a couple of doctors have studied with me, and they were scrapped. They were taken off the medical roll. They were fired when they came back and they practiced lymph system. Now, we have 5 liters of blood, but we've got 15 liters of lymph fluids approximately. Now, we get our red arteries where you put up drip lines, and you got black capillaries. Now, plus minus 72,000 times a day we inhale, we get oxygen that oxygenates the body. That is why people use ozone, for instance, turns into oxygen in the body. So we breathe about 72,000 times. That pumps oxygen. And of course, energy from the food we eat. We are not the food we eat. We are of the energy that we deprive from the food. So our blood pumps energy and oxygen 72,000 times through the body. Now, the black capillaries is the carbon monoxide and all the secretion that our cells eat. Every little cell in your body exists out of ions, cations, positrons, electrons, and that becomes a cell becomes tissue becomes an organ becomes a body. Now, all those cells have to secrete, and the secretion is the black. And then, most of all, when we look at red blood, you see a drop of red blood and you think it's red blood, but it's actually 55% red blood and 45% is plasma coming from your lymph system. And then we got our endocrine system, our liver, our spleen, our gallbladder, all the organs that filter. They must clean the blood. Now, if you eat a packet of French fries or you down a bottle of wine, your mouth is dry. Now, if you wonder why your mouth is dry, the plasma in your blood consume the French fries or wine, and they become intoxicated, and they secrete into the plasma of the blood, and the plasma immediately gets taken away, and that is when you get a dry mouth. That is when you get a headache from dehydration. So French fries and a bottle of wine, not a glass of wine. Glass of wine is quite good, organic, but a bottle of wine is poison. Now, our lymph system is also responsible for when you die. When you lay on an operating theatre table and the doctor shock you, that shock, people believe it triggers the heart. It do trigger the heart, but not only the heart. It triggers all the cells of the entire body. Every cell has got potassium on the inside and saline on the outside, and it works with 6.5 microsiemens volts. And when someone die, the potassium get pumped out, and it get exchanged for saline. Then death appear. And shocking a person, all that saline gets sucked out and replaced by potassium. And that's when the person starts breathing again. So there's 7 things. I'm not going to go into detail. You can make a personal consultation with me if you want to go deeper into this. But there's 7 things that this clinic teaches us. Number one is rest. If you don't sleep at 3 o'clock at night in your REM sleep, then your liver don't rebuild your body. Then you go out of reserve energy from your liver. Number 2 is sunlight, vitamin D. Number 3, one of the important ones, is a bouncer, a trampoline, is exercise. If you bounce, there's a lot of amazing things that happen. You get this little 600 Rand round trampolines at game. They're perfect. So a bouncer. Then your actual lymph system exists from your pineal, pituitary, pectoralis, adenoids, tongue cells, in your breasts, under your armpits. Lots of them. Lymph nodes, right down to a male, the prostate, and women, their lower organs, or rather the lymph system, is cupping, lymph massaging, acupuncture. It's not satanic. I can write a book about, acupuncture. Next one is food. What food do you eat in your do you consume? And we go through 500 milligram of poison a year, but we go through a half to a ton of food a year. And our food that we buy from shops that's packed in plastic, that's refined and processed, they are toxic. They are far worse than poison. That is poisoning people. That's why major disease start is the food we eat. Next one is absolutely clean water. Water, H2O, is a non-conductor. Bottled water, tap water, any other water you buy is a conductor. And when you that has a conductive body drink a water that is non-conductive, your body becomes the conductor. It conducts in your body. It not only hydrates you, it also flushes you. Water is the most important. And then the last one, now my one professor taught me, diet can change 99% of your life. There's 1% that's the mind. And that 1% is responsible for 99% of your mind. So when it comes to detail, as I've said, if it comes to detail with the lymph system, there's lots of little tricks. Yeah, do make a personal consultation with me. Dr. Neethling, 081 44 325 34. 081 44 325 34. Thank you.